Hello, this is Tommy. Welcome back to Chatomics. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to create factors and manipulate factors in R, and the trick things that when you're using factors to subset a vector. So make sure you stick to the end. Okay, so in R, a factor is a data type used to represent categorical variables or nominal data. Categorical variables are those that have a limited fixed set of distinct values or levels. Okay, so let's see how do we create a factor in R. Okay, in R you can do this. So you can use let's first create the character vector, high, low, median, and assign to x. Okay, and the x is just a regular character vector with 3 values, high, low, and median. And in R, we can turn this character vector into a factor. So we can do factor x and assign to x underscore f. Okay. And if you now look at this vector, now it tells you, okay, it's the same thing as the character vector, but now it has this additional attributes called levels. And by default, the levels is by alphabetic order, so H, L, and M, so that's why it's high, low, and median. Okay, but we can specify the levels of each element here. So by specifying levels equal to low, median, and high. Okay, let's create that, and let's take a look again. F2. Now it's the same vector, but now the levels becomes low, median, and high. Okay. So this may not be what you want, right? And you want to actually re-level the factor. Okay. And you can actually turn those factors into numerics. Let's see how it looks like. So xf, if as a numeric, it will be just 1, 2, 3 because that's the default. If you look at xf, that's the high, low, median, that's the default order, so that's like a 1, 2, 3. And if you look at the second factor xf2, and you look at as numeric, now it becomes 3, 1, 2 because the first value is high, and because we re-level in high to be the highest, so now it's actually 1, 2, 3, so high 3, and low is 1, and median is 2. Okay, you can subset this factor vector just by numeric positions. For example, we want to just subset the first, so x. So then you have this single value of this vector, so high, and then you see it maintains the levels high, low, and median, although it only contains a single value. So you can use this drop equals true option, and now it contains only a single value and also a single level. Okay, things can become a little bit tricky. So if you want to use factor to subset a different vector, let's take a look at an example. Now I first actually create a numeric vector 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4. Okay, make sure it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, 4 here. Okay, and we can actually turn that into a factor called y underscore f. And let's take a look how it looks like. So the label is 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, but the level is numeric order, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's create another character vector a, b, c, d, e, f, and just a character vector, and we can actually get the names of those vectors as those numeric values. Okay. So now z is a named vector. Okay, so a named vector in R is very useful because in R there's no such thing called a dictionary, such as in Python. So a trick to have a similar effect of dictionaries to have a named vector in R. Okay, Now let's actually subset this vector z vector here, the named vector, first by position, because of y is just a numeric vector 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, and you use zy, and because in R the index starts at 1, so the first value 0 will actually, if you just use z0, it will say just named the character vector, so there's nothing that it can return. Okay, so if you use zy, it will be a, b, c, e, d, because y is 0. This one will give you nothing, so then give you the first, second, third, the fifth, and the fourth element of the this named vector. Okay, let's see how it looks like if we subset it by factor. Watch out, you may not necessarily know the correct answer here. So if you do this, actually it gives you the A, B, C, D, F, E. So it gives you the full 6 elements, but be careful. So here is F, E, not E, F. It turns out it's the same as if you turn this YF into a numeric. The result is the same here. Okay. But what if I want to get back to A, B, C, D, E, F, because that's essentially the original vector A, B, C, D, E, F. So we can subset by the name of the vector 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. So what you can do, you actually have to turn this vector into characters. Now it becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. And if you now subset by this character vector, now you get the expected A, B, C, D, E, F, rather than the A, B, C, D, F, E here. Okay. So this is a little bit tricky. Actually, you have to be really careful when you deal with R, deal with vectors in R. Okay, and I found this thing because I was dealing with the single cell data like in Seurat, because in Seurat single cell data like for the class ID is actually, for example, classes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are factors. So if you want to actually use those factors to subset something, make sure you actually turn it into maybe a name or character first. So otherwise you may have unexpected error. Okay, that's it for today, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to this video. Bye.